Overcoming depression. How I found hope and happiness again. Depression is something that has affected me deeply for many years. I remember waking up every day feeling like there was a heavy weight on my chest, and the simplest tasks felt like insurmountable mountains. It was a lonely and overwhelming battle, and for a long time, I didn't know how to get out of it. But eventually, I knew that something had to change. I couldn't keep living my life feeling this way. I knew that I wanted to find hope and happiness again, but I had no idea how to get there. The first step in my journey towards overcoming depression was seeking help. I reached out to a therapist, who helped me to understand the nature of depression and how it affects the brain. It was a relief to have someone to talk to who understood what I was going through, and who could offer practical advice on how to cope with my symptoms. But therapy alone wasn't enough. I had to take an active role in my own recovery. This meant practicing self-care on a regular basis. I found that taking long walks in nature, practicing yoga, and spending time with loved ones were all helpful ways to manage my symptoms and improve my overall well-being. Another important aspect of my recovery was changing negative thought patterns. Depression had convinced me that I was worthless, that I would never be happy again, and that there was no point in trying. But over time, I learned to challenge these thoughts and replace them with more positive and realistic ones. It wasn't easy, but it was a crucial step in my journey towards finding hope and happiness again. Finally, I found hope in new hobbies and passions. I began writing, painting, and exploring the world around me. I also connected with others who had gone through similar struggles, which helped me to feel less alone and more understood. Looking back on my journey, I realized that overcoming depression is not a linear process. There were many ups and downs, and some days were harder than others, but the important thing is that I kept moving forward, even when it felt impossible. I never gave up on the hope that things could get better, and eventually, they did. If you're struggling with depression, I want you to know that you're not alone. It's a difficult and often lonely battle, but there is hope and happiness on the other side. Seek help, practice self-care, challenge negative thought patterns, and find hope in new hobbies and passions. And most importantly, never give up on the hope that things can get better.